Imaginemos que el banco posee una cantidad total de, digamos, 100 monedas de oro. Que es la cantidad total de oro que existe. 100 monedas, ni una más. Además del hombre bueno, existimos otras 10 personas. Usted, yo, un herrero, tal vez un par de ganaderos, una costurera. 10 personas en total. Todos necesitamos oro para comprar y todos hemos pedido un préstamo. 10 monedas para cada uno. Un total de 100 monedas. ¿Se pierde? Claro que no. El banquero nos ha entregado todo su oro, con absoluta generosidad. ¿Y a cambio de qué? ¿Un simple 10%? ¿Una monedita por persona? ¿Es justo?
Pero...
Eso es. Pero, según Pitágoras, tenemos un problema. Si al cabo de 12 meses hemos de pagar 11 monedas cada uno, ¿de dónde las vamos a sacar? 11 monedas cada uno son 110 monedas. Eso significa que existen 10 monedas en intereses que nunca podrán pagarse. Nunca. Suceda lo que suceda. No hay problema. El banco fue inventado para facilitar las cosas, no para complicarlas. Hay una solución razonable. No se preocupen. Devuélvanme solo los intereses, una moneda cada uno. Esperaré. Y el próximo año ya me devolverán la cantidad prestada inicialmente. Las primeras 10 monedas, en definitiva. Adelante.
Sin embargo, si devolvemos una moneda, nos quedarán 9. 9 a cada uno. Así que si aún debemos 10 monedas, al cabo de un año seguiremos con el mismo problema y además tendremos menos dinero.
Correcto. Una moneda menos que el año anterior. Si repetimos la operación durante 10 años, y eso siempre que nos dejen pagar solo el interés, en ese tiempo nos quedaremos sin nada. Desaparecerá todo el dinero. Y sin embargo, seguiremos debiendo el préstamo inicial. El banco habrá recuperado todo el oro. Nosotros no tendremos nada. Y aún deberemos lo que nos prestaron al principio. 100 monedas entre todos, que nunca podremos devolver porque sencillamente no existen. Así que perderemos las tierras, los animales y los alimentos que hipotecamos como garantía al principio, hace 10 años. En 10 años el banco tendrá lo que tenía al principio, más todas nuestras posesiones. Y nosotros no tendremos nada, absolutamente nada. Con lo que en la práctica nos habremos convertido en esclavos del banco. ¿Y por qué? Por nada y a cambio de nada.
Everyone with a credit card knows how debt works. When you borrow money, you have to pay interest on the amount you owe. And interest keeps making the amount you owe bigger. If the amount you owe is so big that all you can do is pay part of the interest, you're in trouble. In a nutshell, this is the problem facing pretty much every government in the world. Country A takes money out of its economy to make interest payments to Country B. This means Country A's economy contracts. People lose their jobs and stop paying taxes. In order to keep making debt payments, Country A then has to take out more loans, and the debt burden gets bigger. Here's the bizarre part. Even if Country B also owes money to Country A and turns right around and makes a payment to Country A, they're both still getting poorer because interest keeps making their debts bigger. Inevitably, fiscal conservatives start demanding that their governments cut spending on things like social services, infrastructure, and education in order to keep making debt payments. When that happens, the people who live in these countries get upset that the government isn't doing anything for them, and instead sending a tremendous amount of money to foreigners. They then get angry at two sets of people, foreigners and the government. And that's about the time the real unpleasantness begins.
Hello. My name is Montague William III. And what I will tell you may well sound absurd, but the less who believe it, the better for me. For you see, I'm in banking and a big industry. For many a year we have controlled your lives, while you all just struggle and suffer in strife. We created the things that you don't really need, your sports cars and fashions and plasma TVs. I remember it clearly how all this began. Family secrets from father to son, inherited knowledge that gives me the edge, while you people lie sleeping at night in your beds. We control the money that controls your lives, whilst you worship false idols and wouldn't think twice about selling your souls for a place in the sun. These things that won't matter when your time is done. But as long as they're there to control the masses, I just sit back and consider my assets, safe in the knowledge that I have it all, while you common people are losing your jobs. You see, I just hold you in utter contempt. But the smile on my face, well, it makes me exempt. For I have the weapon of global TV, which gives us connection and invites empathy. You would really believe that we look out for you, while we bankers and brokers are only a few. But if you saw that, you'd take back the power. Hence, daily terrors to make you all cower. The panics, the crashes, the wars, and the illness that keep you from finding your spiritual wholeness. We rig the game, and we buy out both sides to keep you enslaved in your pitiful lives. So, go out and work as your body clock fades. And when it's all over, a few years from the grave, you'll look back on all this, and just then you'll see that your life was nothing, a mere fantasy. There are very few things that we don't now control. To have lawyers and police force was always a goal, doing our bidding while you march on the street. But they never realize that they're only just sheep. For real power resides in the hands of a few. You voted for parties. What more could you do? But what you don't know is they're one and the same. Old Gordon has passed good old David the reins, and you'll follow the leader who was put there by you. But your blood, it runs red, while our blood runs blue. But you simply don't see it's all part of the game. Another distraction, like money and fame. Get ready for wars in the name of the free, vaccinations for illness that will never be, the assault on your children's impressionable minds, and a microchipped world. You'll put up no fight. Information suppression will keep you in tow. Depopulation of peasants was always our goal. But eugenics was not what we hoped it would be. Oh yes, it was us that funded Nazis. But as long as we own all the media too, what's really happening does not concern you. So just go on watching your plasma TV, and the world will be run by the ones you can't see.